provider of some sort, so a service-based entrepreneur, and you have been feeling either overworked or overwhelmed, it may not be because of something that you are personally doing. It may actually because of the offers that you are providing to your clients. So that is what we are going to get into in this week's live. Hi, you guys. So, hello, everyone. My name is Alicia Robertson. I am a wife, mama, and I'm also a business coach and the founder of the Purpose to Service Academy, where I help coaches, overworked and overwhelmed coaches and service providers to launch their signature offer and serve their clients with less stress and more intention so that they can build a successful business around the life that they desire. So, if you guys are new here to following me, I am huge on building a business around your life and not the other way around. I think many of us make that mistake when we are launching and growing our business. We build this big thing and then we try to figure out how our life will fit around that when it should actually be the opposite way. So that's what I do through my community and also accelerator program, the Purpose to Service Academy. So, like I said before, today I wanted to talk about if you are feeling like you're overworked and you're feeling like you're overwhelmed, and no matter how many clients you have, that you're taking on, you still feel like there is some sort of disconnect. And you're really feeling like your client work that you're taking on is causing you more stress than it should be, then it may not be because of something that you are personally doing wrong. You may very well be an excellent coach. You may very well be an excellent web designer or graphic designer or mentor or whatever type of service it is that you provide. You may be excellent at that. But if you're still feeling overworked and overwhelmed, it's probably not you. It's more than likely because of your offer. So I wanted to talk about like 4 or 5 ways that your offer is currently working against you instead of for you. So I have been coaching in some capacity for the past 6-7 years now. And I have gone through all types of like ups and downs and launched all different types of services. And one of the things that I realized that when it comes to your offers, you really do need a lot of structure. It needs to be very clear. You need to have a very clear promise. And if not, then you are just going to be completely overwhelmed with the work that you're doing. You're going to eventually burn out and you're eventually going to resent a lot of the client work that you are handling. So I don't want you to have the same story as me. I don't want you to hit burnout because of your offers. I don't want you to be stressed out because of what you're offering. So it is my job to help you to eliminate some of that stress. So one of the reasons why your offer may be working against you instead of for you is because you're offering too many options. So a few years ago, I had 3 actual options that I was putting out into the world. There was like a more lower level, there was like a mid level, and then I had like a higher level offer. Now, there is nothing wrong with having different options, but the problem becomes an issue when you have too many options and none of those options have a clear promise, or none of those options that you're putting out there into the world has a clear, like distinctive difference between each of those offers. So I had 3 offers that had very small differences, and it became very confusing for my clients or my potential clients to choose which one was best for them. And you have to remember that not everyone is going to take the time out to send you an email or to book that call or to send you a DM to try and figure out which offer is going to best suit them. So it can be really difficult for your potential client when you have 3, 4, I've seen people with even 5 different service offers to choose which one is going to be the best route for them, which is why I always recommend starting out with one solid, very specific offer before you leap into adding on other things into like your product or your service suite, because it can be very difficult for your clients to, say I'm on her sales page and I see all of these options. I'm not sure which one is going to be best for me. And that's really going to hinder you because, again, like I said, not too many people are going to stop and ask you which option is going to be best for them, or not too many people are going to book that call. So this is again why I suggest starting out with just one solid offer, because too many offers creates indecision, and you don't want to potentially be losing clients because you have too many offers that they're like, oh girl, I don't know which one is good for me. I'm just keep consuming your free content. So you don't want to have too many offers that's going to eventually confuse your clients, rather than have them say, okay, I know exactly what she's going to help me with. So if you are going to, again, have multiple different service offers, promise you, please start out with one solid offer first. And then when you're ready to add on more to your service suite, make sure that each of those offers are distinctly different. So my problem was my offers were very, very similar, like too similar in a sense. And the only big difference was, oh, you can work with me for 3 months for this package versus 1 month in this package. And that wasn't a big enough like distinction between the two for people to say, okay, well, I know which one is going to be best for me. Let me go ahead and choose. So you want to make sure that if you have, more than one offer, that you are not confusing your audience by not having a clear distinction between all of them. But I can guarantee you, if you're not booking the clients that you want to be booking, if you are not able to convert those clients in, or convert those like potential clients into paying clients, it may be because you have way too many offers and you need to narrow down and niche down some more and really begin to build that signature offer before expanding on to other things. The second reason why your offer may be working against you instead of for you is because you don't have any structure in your audience. So when I say structure, I'm talking about, okay, what are the key features that are going to come in this offer that actually builds up what you're selling, or actually like molds what you're selling? So for example, when are you going to meet with your clients, and how long are you going to meet with them for? My program is for 6 months. Within those 6 months, you get bi-weekly 1-hour coaching sessions with me. So that structure really does help you to not only communicate to your potential client how long we're going to be working together, but it's also going to help you to reduce the amount of like questions or issues, or you also working outside of your realm of how long you should be working with a client as well. So if you are finding yourself that you are working with a client for 3 more sessions than promised, it may be because you don't have any solid structure in your business. Or if your client originally paid for 1 session, but you're finding yourself adding on session after session after session and not necessarily being paid for your time, it is because your offer doesn't have any real structure in it. So lack of structure also comes off as unprofessional. And it's hard to also get your clients results if you don't have that structure. So if you're going into your client session saying, I think we might need 2 sessions, but we'll see. And then it ends up being 4 sessions. And there comes a case where you have to send them another invoice. That looks very professional. If I'm looking for a coach, if I'm looking for a service provider, and they can't tell me exactly how long it's going to take for me to see a real transformation, or in order for me to receive what they have promised, I'm going to be really hesitant to work with them. I don't want to work with someone who can't give me a strict timeline, who can't tell me exactly what I'm going to be receiving. So think about that structure. Think about those tangible features that you are offering to your clients, because 1, it looks way more professional. It helps your potential clients to trust you more and feel more comfortable with opting into what you're selling. And it also just helps you to better get your audience results. If I know I have 5 sessions that are set that I need to work with you, I'm only going to focus on the things or the task within those 5 sessions that is going to help me to deliver on my promise and to provide you with the results that you desire. So again, if your offer is working against you instead of for you, it may be because you have no structure. You're going into your client calls blind. You are going into your sales pages, with no actual idea of how long or what it's going to take for you to help your audience to see that actual transformation. So think about the structure of your offer and think about where it is that you can be falling short and how you can tighten that up some more to make sure that you're, again, being professional, that you are allotting enough time that it will take for you to help your clients to see that real transformation. And also, think about any little potholes or any little areas of improvements where your potential client may have questions about your offer as well. All right, so the third thing is your price could be set way too low. So if you are feeling stressed, if you're feeling overwhelmed, and definitely if you are feeling overworked, it may be because what you're charging doesn't match how much value you're getting. So you are definitely undercharging yourself. If you find yourself going above and beyond constantly for your clients and you're still stressed, you're still overwhelmed, then you may need to relook at how you're pricing your offer, because if you're giving so much, if you are getting these amazing results for your clients, if you're going above and beyond, your price needs to match up with that. And if you're feeling stressed and if you're feeling overwhelmed, then that should be a sign that, okay, I need to raise my prices to not only match the value that I'm providing, but so that I can also start taking on less clients, so that you're freeing up more time for you're freeing up more time for rest, and hopefully you're not as overwhelmed as you were before. So if you're feeling overworked, if you're feeling underpaid, should I say, then you need to make sure that you are pricing yourself in a way that is going to allow you that time to rest, but also still be able to serve your clients in the capacity that you desire. And I actually have another Instagram live that I did on here, of course, that is recorded. So if you go back on my feed, I take you through a simple pricing structure that I have all of my clients go through for how to price their service offers. So if you're wondering how to, effectively price for your value, I have actually a podcast episode for that. And also there is a recorded IGTV episode on my feed as well that you can go check out. That's all about pricing your offers. Another reason why your offer may be working against you instead of for you is that you don't have any set boundaries built in. So one of the things that I go through with my clients in the Purpose of Service Academy is getting clear on their non-negotiables, and then also setting those client boundaries so that they are not going against those non-negotiables. So if you are letting your clients run all over you, then baby, you need some boundaries. If you are taking calls whenever they say they want to have their call, you need to set some boundaries. If you find yourself answering emails at 10, 11, 12, 2 o'clock in the morning, then you need to set some solid boundaries. If you are feeling overworked, if you are feeling overwhelmed, I 100% guarantee you it is because you have failed to set any solid boundaries in your business and around your offer. So going into your client calls, going into creating your offer, you need to be teaching your client how you want to be treated. So if you are dead set on not having client calls on Mondays and Fridays, then that shouldn't even be an option on your calendar. And if a client says, well, I can only do Monday or Friday, then that's when you need to make a decision as to whether you really want to work with that client or not. You need to have clear boundaries around your time. So letting your clients know up front, okay, these are the times that I go over your homework. These are the times, that I have available for client calls. These are the times that I will hop into the community or into the Slack group. So having those times very clear up front, times and days very clear up front, are boundaries that you are setting, ahead of time so that your client won't try it. Sometimes they will, but at least they know, okay, these are her boundaries. These are the times that I can expect her to be available. Let me figure out how to, then make adjustments to fit that. So I can guarantee you, if you are stressed out, if you're overwhelmed, if you are feeling like every time you get done with your workday that you're just drained, it really may be because you have yet to set any boundaries. And setting boundaries starts with getting very clear on your non-negotiables. So what are the things that you absolutely will not budge on? For me, I'm not taking too many client calls on Fridays. If any, I'm not doing any client calls on Fridays. Definitely not doing them on a weekend. So that's a part of my non-negotiables. I'm not taking any client calls or doing any calls before like 10 or 11 a.m. because I am not the happiest person at that time. So those are the non-negotiables that you need to set. Maybe for you, that means being done with, your client work at 5 p.m. so that you can have the rest of your evening with your family or your friends. So again, setting clear boundaries starts with having clear non-negotiables so that you know what you're setting your boundaries around, and also having the will to say no. And like being okay with no. When a client suggests that you take calls on a day that good and well you really do not want to take calls on, then having, the guts to just say, hey, no, that goes against my non-negotiables. That's one of boundary that I have set in my business. Can we, try to figure out another day that we can schedule it? So having those clear non-negotiables and having those clear boundaries is going to be so important. And it definitely is one of the reasons why your offer is working against you instead of for you. So how do you fix these issues? So how do you fix having too many options for your clients? How do you fix not having structure? How do you fix your price being set too low? How do you fix not having enough boundaries or having any boundaries set in your offer? So one of the ways that I have been able to fix all of these, and these are things that I have experienced in my own coaching business as well. So I'm not just blowing smoke up your butts. Like, these are things that I've actually experienced. But one of the things that has really helped me to create more structure, to narrow down my offers, to increase my prices, is to have a clear, proven, and repeatable strategy or process. I'm sorry. Having that signature process. So for those who don't know, your signature process is the key steps that are proven and repeatable that you take each and every one of your clients through in your offer. So having that signature process really has helped me to build more structure around my business and to really make sure that I am creating an offer that is going to allow me to serve my clients in the best way possible, but is not going to leave me super stressed afterwards, or is not going to cause any more friction in other areas of my business or even in my personal life. So having a clear process will help you to nail down that one great offer. So going back again, if you have way too many offers and you're feeling like they are just confusing your clients instead of helping them, then having that clear process will really help you to nail down your specific offer, your signature offer, as it serves as like the base or the platform of your signature offer. So having that clear process will definitely help you to get really clear on the one person that you want to help and help you to figure out exactly the one problem that you're going to help them through. And really, that's what your clear process is going to help them to see, that transformation in your business or in their business or whatever industry that you're in. Having a signature process also adds structure because it, again, serves as the foundation for your offer. So if you have 6 steps within your signature process, then at the bare minimum, you're going to probably need 6 sessions with your client, or maybe 6 weeks with your client, or maybe even 6 months with your client. So having that clear process and having those key steps that you're going to take them through will help you to build more structure around your service offer, because you know exactly what you're going to be going over with your client. So like, there's no room for confusion, there's no room for error, there's no room for adding on services that you or adding on calls or things like that you probably don't actually need. So having that clear process helps you to build more structure around your offer. That process is also your unique framework. And I mentioned how your process should be repeatable and it should also be proven, meaning it should be able to be used with every single one of your clients. And it should also be proven, meaning the results you've received from that process, you've either received for yourself and or other clients in the past. And that's what people are willing to pay for. People are willing to pay for a proven process that is going to help them to go from where they are now to where they want to be. And that is one of the reasons why you can justify raising your prices, because people will pay for that proven process. People want that proven process. If people wanted to hire you just for you to both be figuring it out together, they might as well just go on YouTube for free. But people will pay a premium for a process that has been proven, especially if you are focused on helping them to create a very specific transformation, whether it be in their life or in their business. And then also, a proven process helps you to create boundaries. So, going back to when I was talking about how your process helps you to create structure around your offer, it's also going to help you to create boundaries. One of the things that I ran into in my early days of business coaching was I had clients who would come to me and say, oh, well, can you just create my content strategy? Or can you create like my website? Or can you write the copy for my about page? Like they were asking for things that were not included in my original service offer. And having that clear process, it's super easy for me to say, look, these are the key steps. These are the things that you signed up to work with me for. We cannot go outside of that. So it really does help you to create those boundaries within your offer as well. So if you are needing help with creating your clear process or your signature process, again, these are the key steps that you take every single one of your client through to help them to get from the pain point or where they are now to finding or getting the transformation and getting to where they want to be. I am teaching a free class on February 17th. So next week, all about creating your signature process. So I am going to walk you through my whole process of how to create your process so that you can begin showing your audience how you're going to help them to get from where they want to be or from where they are to where they want to be. So I am going to teach you how to do that in my free class. So all you have to do is register. Again, it's free. You can sign up over at aliciarobertson.com/webinar, or you can click the link in my bio to sign up as well. But seriously, this signature process, again, is the foundation of your service offer. So if you've been building an offer that doesn't have a signature process clearly mapped out or clearly listed out, it's going to be really hard for you to get those consistent clients. It's going to be hard for you to get clear on the promise or the transformation that you are going to be able to help them to achieve. And it's going to end up, having you pretty overwhelmed and like really stressed out as well in your business. And like, we don't want that. So again, it's probably not you. If you're overworked, if you're feeling overwhelmed, it's probably not you. It could just be your offer. Maybe you have too many different options. Maybe you don't have any structure. Maybe you're not pricing yourself correctly. Maybe you just haven't set any boundaries. But with creating a signature process, it's really going to help you to solve a lot of those problems that you probably have in your service offer right now. So again, head over to aliciarobertson.com/webinar, or click the link in my bio to sign up for that free class. I don't know if you guys have ever joined any of my classes before, but I don't hold back. So this is going to be one of those classes that you're actually going to learn something from. So come prepared to take notes. And if you guys have any questions about your offer, if you have any questions about creating your signature process, definitely shoot me a DM. I would love to like chat it up with you and to answer any questions you may have. Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. So that's all I have for you guys. Again, if you have any questions, let me know, and I will chat with you next week.